The aims and the goals of the law? Yeah. hmm See, there's what's known as the general welfare of the people. Yes. Now, somebody got it in their minds that they could make up fake crimes. Right. They could use fraudulent mental health evaluations. Yes. And then they could refuse to enforce the laws because they are in office. But when you upset me, I start thinking about how to prove what it is I'm going to prove in court. Oh. See, I have the legal right to subpoena that law firm. Yeah. And then I'm going to talk to Eric Holder about whether or not they received an email. Then I'm going to sue them for any knowledge of me going to court for the allegation of violating the restraint provisions of a protection order. Yes, on December 31st of 2015, because the only email was that email. Now, somebody has intentionally obstructed my right to communicate with law enforcement. Yes, about fraud, forgery, kidnapping, conspiracy, and treason. Oh. Now, it seems that the sheriff's office doesn't really understand. The individuals that work for Voss, yes, they're going to get sued. And then I'm going to ask them, did you get an email from me that day? Well, it proves that I wasn't in Squim. Yes. See, I would have had to take the bus in the morning to Squim, then bus back, and then I would have had to go to the library, then I would have had to go back. Now, for some reason, when I inform law enforcement of forgery, yep, you refuse to enforce the law. When I informed you of my civil rights being violated, you refused to enforce the law. When I told you that my sons were kidnapped without any due process, you refused to enforce the law. And then you decided to employ the payroll, yeah, of all of those in the family to obstruct my emails, yes. And then you made up a fraudulent crime where I wasn't in Sequim, Washington, yes. And I decided to involve the former Attorney General of the United States. Now, for the employees of the Department of Justice, this general welfare, yeah, I take it very seriously. Yeah. Now, I'm going to want to use the court system to subpoena Voss, yes, to find out if they got that email on that day. Then I'm going to prove in a court of law that this county has intentionally obstructed my emails because they didn't want me having my rights enforced. Ooch. And then the partners of Voss are going to find themselves really tied up in a whole bunch of litigation.